Hi everybody, how are we doing today? Sorry for the delay. Peyton didn't want to lay down for a nap, so I wasn't ready to go. I wanted to do my eyes and everything first since we're not doing a video on that. Please let me know that you can see me, hear me, all that. Feel free to ask questions. I'll do my best to answer them. Like you all know, this is a learning process for me as well. This is actually my first live video, so we'll see how it goes. So yeah, let's wait a couple minutes. I'll see if anybody's gonna join on. Hi Brandy, thanks for joining. This light is, I'm trying to get it a little bit brighter so you can actually see my whole face. It's kind of hard to tell. Hopefully I get some more bigger lights. It'll be a little bit easier to see what's going on. Turn this down a little bit. There we go. Hi everybody. Thank you for joining. Please like my video. Hopefully it goes well. If so, I'll be doing more live videos and then I will upload them to my YouTube channel later on. So yeah. So okay, today we're gonna be talking about concealer and contouring. I've actually learned a lot about it since I've started my school. I actually always thought you put just concealer that was lighter, that there wasn't all these different colors. You put it under your foundation, which you can do, but it actually seems to work better if you put it over your foundation. So obviously you want to make sure that you start with a clean face. I like to do my eyes first because then it gets rid of all the extra eyeshadow and everything that's fallen out onto your cheeks, and that way when you do your eyes you don't have eyeshadow all over your face. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Hopefully some more people jump on. Like I said before, feel free to ask any questions, and I'll do my best to answer them. So how I usually start off my face is I use a color correcting tinted moisturizer. This one is by Senegence. I can always order it for you if you want to try it, but any tinted moisturizer will be good. Actually, I'm going to start with primer. Forgot that part. So let me get my primer. So this primer that I use here is Morphe. It's just a clear primer, which I like because then it doesn't make your face any weird colors. It's super silky smooth and I love it. So usually I just use my fingers to put it on. You don't necessarily need a brush. So I just put a thin layer on my face. This is gonna fill in all your pores and make your skin all smooth. Hi Susan, thanks for jumping on. Just putting on some primer. It's kind of hard to see with this light. I might have to turn it off. It's a little too bright on my face. Okay, let me try with this light off. Sorry, adjustment period. Still trying to figure out lighting. I'm not good at it because I've never had to do it before, so ooh, that's not enough light. So let's turn that on. We'll just turn it down a little bit. There we go. That seems a little bit better. What do you guys think? Does it look good? Hi Shannon. Amanda. I just got done putting on some primer. The one that I use is this Morphe one. It's a clear foundation primer. I like it because it doesn't turn your face any kind of color because it's not tinted in any kind of way. So I really like it and it makes your face really silky. The next thing I'm going to do is put on the tinted moisturizer. which is gonna help balance out your skin tone. Hi Heather, or Paul, whoever, both of you. How's everybody doing today? Get my little sponge. I love this because it just helps you even out your skin tone even more, and then you don't have to put as much concealer on your face as well. Don't mind, I'm gonna jump and look onto the mirror every once in a while because it's kind of hard to see with the comments. He's asleep. He finally took a nap. He's been a jerk for the past 2 days. So finally, hi Selena, hi Melissa. I put on some primer. Now I'm just gonna put on some tinted moisturizer. It's gonna help even out skin tone. So we have to use less concealer. How's everybody doing today? What are we doing today? So I'm just gonna go ahead and mix that in. I like it because you only need a thin layer, but look, my face is already looking a little bit more evened out. Especially if you have like rosacea or any kind of red on your face. This definitely helps with that. As most people know, I don't really wear heavy makeup, so I like all these products that are super lightweight and don't make it feel like you have a whole cake on your face. But it still gets the job done. Okay, so I got that all mixed in. So like I said earlier, if you might have missed it, that I've actually learned that you can put concealer on top of foundation, which I did not know. I always thought it had to go underneath, but it actually can go over it, and I feel like it actually conceals it a little bit, or it works a little bit better because you don't have to put as much on since you've already got the foundation on. So, done with that. Once again, this is Color Correcting Tinted Moisturizer. Get it from Senegence. If you want to order it and try it, please let me know. I can also get samples of it ordered, and you can just try them out too to see if you like them. So the next thing that I do after that is going to be my foundation. I don't have a super good foundation yet. I'm still working on finding one that I like, but for now I'm using just a Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of that on. Just use a brush. I always used either my hands or a sponge, but I actually like using a brush a little bit better. I feel like it blends a little bit better. This one's actually a tad bit dark, but if I just put a thin layer, it's not too bad. So just put a little bit of it on, not too much. I'm just going to go ahead and brush that on, mix it on really good. Make sure that it's really well blended. Okay. Really kind of hard to see in my phone with the wording on the bottom, but okay, so I got that all mixed in, and then now we're gonna go ahead and start with concealer. Okay, so this is what we got going on so far. Hopefully you guys can see it. Let me know if you can't see it good. I can try to adjust my camera, my lighting. Okay, I can see a little bit better. All right, so I actually got this really cool palette from my school. They send you a really awesome kit. It's got pretty much everything you need. The only thing you really are missing is foundation and like pencils that you would need, anything like that, but they pretty much give you everything you need, so that's pretty cool for the price of it. And everything being online, it's good that they send you what you need. So this is the concealer palette. Has all the different kinds of concealer that you could possibly want. I had no idea there were so many, but I guess different skin tones and different colors do different things, so this is what I'm learning about. So basically what I do for my particular face is I use a green concealer. Can you see it? Right there. A green concealer is going to help you with any red on your face. So that's going to get rid of, like, if you've got rosacea on your cheeks or a little bit too extra much red on your cheeks, around your nose where blood vessels can pop from just blowing your nose or whatever. You can get some red around your nose. In between your eyebrows I have a little bit, so I like to use it there. So basically that's what I'm gonna start out with. I use one of these blender brushes to mix it with. So basically I just use a little brush, put some on in the places that I want, and then I'll go ahead and blend it in. I know it's gonna look weird, but until I get it all mixed in. Hi Emily, how are you? Thank you for joining. I'm just putting on some green concealer. This is used to cover up red on your face. So basically I just put it on wherever I want to cover too much red on my face. That looks good. So then I'm just going to take my blender brush or blender sponge, I'm sorry, and mix it in. Still learning wording, so bear with me if I sound kind of stupid. Hi Betty, how are you? How's everybody surviving this stupid quarantine? I'm over it, ready to get back to real life. It's just on my nerves already. Okay, I got that all mixed in pretty good. Like I said before, if you guys have any questions, please put them down below. I'll do my best to answer them. Bear with me, I'm still learning, so I'm still trying to learn as I go, but I'll help you guys along the way if I can. Yes, Emily, I totally hear what you're saying, and Colorado seems to be the worst of them all. Nobody wants to open, everybody's still acting ridiculous, so I'm definitely over it. Okay, so I got my green on, so as you can, I hope you can see. I'll try to move up a little bit closer. The red on my cheeks is a little bit less noticeable than in between here. I get red, so I went ahead and covered that up. Now the next thing I'm going to show you is you can use a peach. This is everybody's lifesaver, I feel like, because we're all tired, especially my mamas out there with little ones that never sleep. You can use a peach concealer, one that's just going to be a little bit lighter than your natural skin. You can use any of these peach tones and put it under your eyes. That's going to cover your under eye circles. The color correcting tinted moisturizer also helps with that. So like I said before, I like to use it because it evens out your skin tone a little bit more, and you don't have to put as much concealer and feel like you have too much stuff on your face, so which I like. So I'm going to go ahead and stick a peach concealer under my eye here, and then I'm going to go ahead and blend that in, okay? So let's see, what peach do I want to use? I'll try this one. I haven't actually tried this one before, so we're gonna try it and see how it works. So I'm just gonna pat a little bit on. Super cute, don't you think? Okay, and then I'm going to do just again with my blender brush. And I love these blender brushes because you can use them for so much and they're so easy to clean. Just a little bit of warm water and Dawn. Rinse them out really good. And you can clean them really well. Hi Stephanie, how are you? Thank you for joining. Right now I'm working on concealer. I just put some peach concealer under my eyes. That helps with the dark eye circles. And also you can tell something else I learned new. If you look in a mirror and you look down, see how you can see where they are, so you can cover them up as much as you need to, and that's how you tell where your darkness is. Also, don't forget to go along your nose because it will stop right there. So we'll put a little bit more there. As you can see, it's still a little dark, so I'm going to put a little bit more peach there, and just a little bit down the side of your nose since your eye does go out that way. Okay. So I'm just gonna mix this in. Anybody have any questions yet? No, it seems like a lot. It's a lot for me learning it too. It's a little overwhelming, but I think once I get it all down, it'll be no biggie. I'm working on a logo for my business. That's super exciting. So I can get some logoed merchandise to give away to first-time customers, and then eventually, once I get going more, I can make stuff for sale as well for customers. I'm super excited. Get my name registered once I finish school, and I can actually do people's makeup and feel comfortable like I know what I'm doing and I'm legit. So I'm super excited for that. I will allow travel. Obviously, if it's a good distance, there will be a little fee for that, but we can work something out. Hi Sheehan, how are you? Thanks for joining me. Just trying to get rid of dark circles. And as you can see, it's taking them away really well. Definitely need to invest in some eye gel. It's supposed to take the puffiness down even more, so it's something I need to get. Thanks, Melissa. I'll let you know as soon as I get it going. Probably do like some stickers and maybe koozies or cups or something, tumblers. What do you guys think? What would you like? I also want to do gift certificates, coupons or punch cards. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so I've got my concealer on. I think I'm gonna add just a little bit more green around my nose. Now that I've been patting around on my nose, it's made it a little red again, so I'm just gonna stick a little bit more right here and get that red gone. Okay. Sorry if I'm making weird faces. You know, makeup faces, they're always the best, right? Okay. All right. So, got my concealer. I'm just going to take a quick look in my big mirror here, make sure I'm all blended in, okay? I don't want to be looking silly. Okay. Ooh, car stickers, Heather, that's a great idea. I'm gonna expect all of you to have a bumper sticker then on your car if you put stickers on your car. Some people don't like to do it, but I definitely want to do like a little gift set or something. When you have your first paid service, you get a little gift set to take home with you. I would think that would be really good for getting my name out there, for one, and for two, appreciation, because like I said yesterday, I appreciate all of you following me, probably getting annoyed by me sometimes because I'd be trying to do too much, but it's just, I'm just excited about everything. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So that's going to be all for my concealer. I'm going to start working on blush, highlighter, and some contour, and then we will set it with some setting powder and setting spray, and then I'll be done. So bear with me. Thank you everybody again. Oh yeah, I'll get you a cart wrap, Heather. That'd be awesome. Put my phone number big on there so everybody knows who to call, right? Shannon too, she's got a bigger car. Okay, so next I'm gonna work on some blush. So another cool thing my school gave me was this blush palette. Wow, people, this is like ridiculous. So much blush. Some of them are matte, some of them are shimmery. You've got kind of like your orange coral, pink, all different kind of colors. It's pretty awesome. So today I think I'm gonna use one of my favorites, is this shimmery one right here. Right here. Emily, that's the one that you said you liked that I did my blending project on. It's super pretty, I love it. And it goes with my eyeshadow. Just like one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes that I have. So what I'm gonna do is get a clean brush, blush brush. It's got these things are super awesome. It's a instant brush cleaner. It works for powders. So if you're switching between colors and want to use the same brush, or in between cleanings, or anything like that, just got like a little sponge in there and you just brush it on there and it cleans it off. It's pretty awesome. And then you got to clean the sponge every once in a while too, because it collects all on the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and use this rosy color. So what you want to do is start in the apple. If you smile, the part that goes out right there, and just blend up. So that's what I'm gonna do. You don't need too much because otherwise you'd be looking silly, but you just put enough on there to see, and then I'm gonna blend it all later. So it does look a little bright right now, but I'm gonna blend it and then it won't be as bright. I like mine to look rosy, but so you just go round on the apple of your cheek and brush up, and then it's just gonna get lighter as it goes up on your cheek. And it looks really clowny right now, but don't worry, I'm gonna fix it. Okay, so that's that part. I'll go ahead and clean my brush now so I don't have to do it later. So what I like to do in between is I just take this fluffy brush. It's so soft. I absolutely love this brush. I'm just gonna brush it out, get rid of all the extra powder. What colors of blushes do you guys like? Do you like matte? Do you like shimmery? Pinks, nude colors? Oh, hello, Cody. Thanks. Anybody who knows me knows I love shimmery, love glitter. If it sparkles, I want it. So this silvery rose color is definitely a go-to for me because it's so pretty and it shows a little shimmer, but not too much. So the next thing we're gonna do after you do blush is going to be our highlight. So highlight, dangerous, okay? So be careful with it. Highlight make you look like you are glowing like a light bulb, like it's too much. So you got to be careful with it. Even my first assignment, you know, following Instagram, everybody's all glowed up. So I did a little too much highlight. So my tutor said, highlight's good. This is how you do it. But you don't need so much. You don't need to shine like that. Okay, so lesson learned. But what I'm gonna use is highlighting. A highlight brush is just like a blush brush. It's an angled brush. You can do a little bit tighter angle if you want. But if you do too big of a brush, then like I said, you get too much going on. Okay, so what you can do for above your cheeks, you can do a light highlight, like a peach color, nothing too crazy. I like to use this one right here. The one up top is a little too light for my skin tone, but if you have lighter fair skin, then that one would actually work good. So like I said, a little bit goes a long way. Get a little bit on there, and we're just gonna put it right above our blush, okay? So see, you get that little bit of shine, but not too much. Hopefully you guys can see it. Let me know. I'll also, at the end of the live, I'll take a photo and I'll post that so you can see the finished product. You can also put highlight above your forehead right here. So I like to put a little bit there. Again, not too much, and again, we'll blend it all at the end. So we'll just put a little there, and then a little bit right on the bottom of your chin. Now, you can highlight your nose if you want to make it show a little bit more, not in a bad way, but what I like to do is use a shimmering bronzer, because then it's not too bright. Because if you get too bright of light on your face, then your nose is just glowing too much. So what I like to do is get a shimmering bronzering highlight, and I put that on my nose. You can use even a smaller brush for this, but so just put it right along the bridge of your nose like that. Okay, so that's gonna be a highlight I'm gonna do. You can also add a little bit of bronze here too as well. And then I'm gonna take my big fluffy brush again, and I'm gonna blend it to make it look a little bit more natural into my skin. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is show you how to contour. Now, there's a couple different ways that you can do. You can use a powder contouring palette, or you can use a cream or like a stick. I haven't been brave enough to try the stick ones because they are a little bit more prominent, I guess you would say. So I haven't braved that yet, but right now I just am using powder. So that's what I'm gonna do. I like to use a fluffy brush like this one. It's got a little bit of a point to it, so you can direct where it's gonna go. I'm just gonna clean off any extra powder off of it. And also another thing to remember, because I use the same brush for my light and my dark, to just make sure that you clean it before you switch. Otherwise you'll get the wrong colors in the wrong places. So let me find this is the contouring palette that I have right now. It's just a basic one. You can get, I've also got this other one my school actually sent me. I haven't even opened it yet. So let's see what's in there. Maybe we'll give that a whirl because I haven't used it yet. So yes, see, I just have light and dark, super basic, perfect for beginners. People that haven't tried it before, don't know if they even like contouring, but this is what a basic contouring, different skin tones too, or how dark or light you want to go on your face depending on your look. If you want more of a dramatic look, then you can definitely darken it a little bit or lighten it a little bit. Heather, yes, that's what I thought you meant. I was not totally thinking anything else, but thank you for clarifying for the people in the back that might not have known. You're too funny. Okay, so what I basically use for a contour, because my skin's like a medium tone, I will use like this little bit darker. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of hard in this light. One, it's got a little bit of a tan to it, but it's still got a highlight. And then for my dark, I'll probably go with this one here or possibly the one next to it. We'll see how it goes. So I'm going to start with my light. Again, not too much. Don't want to look like a clown. So get a little bit of the light powder first. And we're just going to do like the middle of the forehead here, right above your eyebrows. Hi, Alyssa. You probably know more about this than me, but thank you for joining. Right now I'm working on attempting contour. We're gonna put some more light here in between your nose and your lip. Ooh, that powder looks crazy. Don't worry, going to blend it. It's not gonna stay like that. Got a little too much there. So I'm gonna get my big fluffy brush. I'm gonna just blend this a little bit because that was too much going on there and I don't want it to stick in that spot since we've got the foundation on. I'm just gonna blend it really good. I'm gonna blend my light. So the purpose of the dark contour is, yes, Alyssa, I am learning so much. It's sometimes overwhelming because I've literally done just the basics since 16, like basic eyeshadow, eyeliner, mascara, call it a day. Now with all this other stuff they've got going on, I'm definitely learning a lot more. Okay, so I'm gonna mix my light. You can never really blend too much. It's just gonna take away any extra stuff you have on your face and make sure it's mixed in really good. Okay, so then next, I'm gonna clean off my brush and do my dark tone. Again, like I was saying, the purpose of a contour basically is just to make your cheekbones look more structured, thin out your face, which I love because right now I'm overweight, still carrying baby weight, almost 3 years later, and my face is looking chunky most of the time. So I really like doing the contour with the dark because it actually thins out your face a little bit, makes your cheekbones a little bit higher, and it gives your face a little bit more shape. So for a contour, like I said, I'm gonna start with this. Then if it seems a little bit too light, I'll add a little bit of the little bit darker. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some along the edges of my forehead there, right on top, above, right below your hairline, and then underneath where like the blush is, along the bottom of your jaw, we're gonna add it there, okay? So I'm just gonna grab a little bit. I like to pat off extra powder, and we're just gonna go along the top of my head. Hopefully you guys can see that. I know it's hard because I'm trying to figure out my lights here. And then I'm gonna put a little bit under my blush, just like that. Looks like I'm gonna need a little bit darker color. It's not really showing too much. So it's gonna go right there. Free tans. Okay, so we're just gonna put that there. It's gonna give you a little bit more of a chiseled look along your cheeks, and then along the forehead. Okay. I hope you guys can see that. Again, I'll post a photo after I'm all done. Might be able to see it a little bit better. And then I'm just going to blend it. Again, blend, blend, blend constantly and make sure that it's all You can also put a little bit of bronzer right here, which I actually think I'll do just to show you. And it just makes your nose just look a little bit thinner if you want it to. So what I'm gonna do is just get a little brush. See what I've got here. I'm gonna clean it Okay, and I'm just gonna use this little bit of, oh, can you see it? Matte bronzer, just a little bit, and I'm just gonna put it along the side of my nose here. Don't want to do too much because you don't want it to look too dark or too fakey. And I'm gonna get a blending brush. I'm just gonna blend that in. You can see like the highlights, so just make sure your nose look a little bit more defined. It's not something you have to do though, so don't worry about it if you're not comfortable doing it. It's a little bit light, so a little bit more highlight on it. You might be able to hear Peyton crying in the background. He's in a big boy bed, but for some reason he still cries till he figures out he can get out of his bed on his own. He's such a weirdo. I mean, I guess it's kind of good because then he's not in and out of bed all the time, but he's still figuring out that he's not in a crib and he can get himself out of bed. Okay, so now we're done with that. So the next thing I'm going to do is set it. So that means we're almost done. Yay! Okay, so what I'm gonna do, you can get a setting powder. I like to use the white because it doesn't have any color and doesn't add any more color. It just blends nicely. So what I'm gonna do, get my brush, and I'm just gonna put some setting powder on it. I'm gonna clean it really good so I don't mix any of the other colors in it. Okay. So usually just to get a little bit combination of it, I'll go over both of them. And then all you're gonna do is just put it all over your face. This is gonna set your powder in place for longer lasting. Also keeps it from, especially if you're in Arizona, you know about your face melting off because it's so freaking hot. Or if you live anywhere that's super humid, this definitely helps. Then obviously if you use a little bit of the better makeup products, they're gonna last longer too because they're just made that way. And they'll stay on better too. But you can use whatever. I like the better eyeshadow palettes just because long wear, you don't have to worry about creases or color fading or anything like that. Also on that, use an eyeshadow primer. That's gonna keep it from creasing as well. So, there's a couple things to keep in mind. Okay, it looks like I'm all okay. Then also don't forget, usually after I do my whole face, I will put on lips, lipstick or lip gloss or what have you. Just remember, if you do that, to clean your lips off first and start with clean lips, because putting on all this on your face, you know, naturally with blending and using a sponge to, you know, put it on and everything like that, it's gonna just get on your lips. So just make sure that you wipe them off really good, clean them, and then apply any lipstick or lip gloss. That's gonna keep it from running or coming off. And especially if it's a long-lasting one, it will not long last if it's got foundation or anything mixed in with it. So the last and final step that I do, and this is literally my favorite part, is using a setting spray. This one is a Morphe one. It's a continuous mist. It's sprayed on your face. It sets your makeup even more, mattifies it, makes it more long lasting. It's actually super refreshing. It just makes you feel all fresh. So I have that one. Then I also have this Urban Decay spray. It's more of like an actual spray. I like using this for nighttime. The day, I do like to use this because it's a fine mist and it's super refreshing. So we just shake it up. Let me read. Oh, that's good advice, Alyssa. Thank you very much. Yeah, I definitely want to be trying on different people. However, with this COVID, can't have nobody over at your house. Now that it's starting to lift up, I might be able to start having like one person at a time or one person a day come over and practicing on them and showing them different techniques and, you know, learning myself, you know, how to do everything. But thank you definitely for the advice. I'm always open for advice from people that do makeup or that are other makeup artists or what have you, because most people have done this way longer than me. So I got my spray all, and I'm just gonna put it back here behind my face and just spray. It feels so good. You have no idea. It's like just fine mister on your face. So after you let that dry, then your makeup's gonna set, and then you're gonna be all set to go. So thank you, Melissa, that's really sweet. So thank you all for joining me. I really appreciated hopping on. If you weren't able to join us live, just watch the replay and hashtag replay in the comments, please. Feel free to share this video if you want, like, love it, and everything like that. So thank you again, everybody, for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Bye.